What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the TEC Middle School series here on Thursday afternoon. It's time for some Rocket League in week number 2. My name is Llama77. Joined with me in the cast booth here today is the one and only Hot Sauce. Mr. Sauce, how we doing today?
Oh, doing great. It's always a great day when I'm back in the booth with you, Llama. And of course, we get to see these wonderful middle school students on their come up now that we've added middle school on Thursdays. Only 2 games today, unfortunately, a little sad, but that's the way it goes sometimes. We do have a D1 game and a D2 game for you today. We're going to be starting off with Central Cambria taking on Portage Area. Both of these teams undefeated here as we get into week 2. So this first one's certainly going to be very exciting.
This one's going to be a fun one for sure. Obviously, we're sticking with the best of 5s, just like the high school. I think it's the perfect series length. It's not the best of 3. It's not too short. Not the best of 7. It's not too long. It's right in the middle. Absolutely perfect. And it gives you enough time to kind of experiment with a little bit of different play styles. Have that first game to say we can test out a little bit different of our play styles and then improve throughout the series.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun watching these middle schoolers as well. I mean, a lot of them have more skill than I do already, and well, it's probably not saying much, but it's been fun. Again, just adding all these extra schools, and now the middle school coming aboard, getting involved. So it's just fun to watch them grow throughout the regular season. Obviously, we don't know a ton about these teams just yet, but I mean, both of these teams able to come out in week 1, grab that dub, remain undefeated. So certainly excited for this one, but unfortunately, someone is going to have to get a loss today.
It's always the worst part, but hopefully at least they give us a long series. I mean, man, we've only got 2 on the day, so at least give us like a 5-game series here. That's the least we could ask for. But yeah, I think the teams probably want it to be a shorter series, want to try and finish this one off as soon as they can. But, we always appreciate the extra games.
Yeah, 5 games, 5 overtimes. I would not be sad by that as well. But again, we're just going to wait to get these students loaded in on the pitch. We should have the action here for you soon. And, Llama, I was looking at some of these names. I know some of the rosters have more than 3 players, but I was looking at some of these names, and I got to tell you, I'm loving some of these names here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the nice thing about heading down here to the middle school level. They got the most creativity out of anybody. So some great names are going to see out there on the pitch. Some nice creativity. And I'm hoping to see all that communication. You were talking about not only the skill level of these middle school players, but it's about more than playing those games. These communication skills that they're learning at such a young age will transfer to so many life skills.
Yeah, it's crazy to see the team communication and even just the basic fundamentals of the game, from the rotations to the aerial control, and just watching them kind of develop as the season goes on as well. It's not only a lot of fun to watch, but it's even that much more fun, in my opinion, to cast as well. So I don't know if we have a issue with the lobby. It looks like some of the players are leaving, so hopefully we'll get that ironed out here in just a few moments.
Yeah, it looks like possibly one team had both their starting and their backup roster joined. So we're looking to just get that all figured out. Again, the lobby can only hold so many people, so just got to get the right people in there. But while we're waiting, I mean, man, talking about such an amazing week already, Hot Sauce. We already had Valorant, Overwatch, and Rocket League at the high school level, and now we get to witness so many amazing Rocket League games down here at the middle school level.
Yeah, I mean, and we've covered, I think, all 4 days here this week, Llama. So it's certainly been a very, very exciting week. We've had a lot of exciting games, as you mentioned, from the Valorant to the high school Rocket League. Overwatch was yesterday, which was a ton of fun. And now we get to head down to the middle school and see what these youngins have to offer as they get out there. But I think we've got everybody loaded into the game here, Llama. So we should be heading down to the pitch here in just a few moments.
Hopefully getting into this game number 1. I mean, we talked about in this best of 5, it's important to start out here early. Try and get the win as soon as possible. If you get back-to-back wins especially, you can get on to series point, and that can be some nice stuff for you. Either way, I gotta say that it's not only this week, but we still got so many more weeks of the regular season to go. So many more weeks here, and actually with Middle School Rocket League, we're a week behind. So we get even an extra week after the high school league is done. But like you mentioned, we got all of our players on the pitch. Let's head in for game number 1.
Here we are, game number 1, going to stall out right at midfield off the kickoff. 7 Dragon will bring it back across midfield. Neon looking to collect the boost and continue down the field, but the ball will be taken away by Portage Area into the corner now in front of the net. A dangerous position to be in, but Neon will be able to find that clear.
Little clear, nice little push away. We'll see a little bit of that defensive clearing going on. And this one will go all the way into the net. Rocky Legend 27 with the goal.
Hey, he tried to tell everybody he was a legend, getting up into the air, up top as well. A nice booming clear that leads to a shot, and maybe Portage area just cheating a little bit too far forward there. Unfortunately, nobody able to get back there in time.
Little defensive stop there. The rotation's going to go the way of Portage off of the kickoff. They win that one. Now possible 3v2 going the other way. And you mentioned not only the legend in the name, but that cool captain tag there. Definitely showing us they could be cool under the pressure.
Cool under the pressure indeed. Now into the corner. We'll see if they can keep it cool for 5 minutes, though. We often talk about how consistency is key in a game like Rocket League. Portage area putting on some moves down here in this central Cambria territory. That's Anthony off that back wall looking for some action, but Rocky Legend now on the counterattack. A defender to beat, but they will step up, find the save. The demo comes in, and a bit of back and forth here early in game number 1.
Like to see the back and forth. Love to see both teams getting for these opportunities. Rocky Legend going to go with the steal once again. The continuation of the play and the centering pass once again. Central Cambria putting on an offensive showcase here to start out this game. Portage, however, though, their defense has been there to match. Only letting one in. Whoa. This one dangerously setting around, but boxed by Dexify, able to make the save.
What a beautiful save. Again, keeping cool, calm, and poised here in a dangerous situation as Boxed able to knock that one to the wayside. The ball floating dangerously in front of the net here, though, as they get a second chance opportunity. Now the defense able to find the stop back at midfield. 7 Dragon on the back pedal. The goalie is Rocky Legend, and they'll find one more beautiful save.
Here, save after save. That's how they're going. It's been such a defensive struggle between these two teams. Only the lone goal sitting on the board at the moment. The defense of this Portage area squad is going to have to play some more defense. Central Cambria is starting to get aggressive.
Central Cambria is starting to get more aggressive. They know they have this lead, but wanting to extend that just a little bit further as Rocky here now pressing at the net box finds another save. Once more, Rocky up into the air. Unfortunately, can't connect this one into the corner, though. Looking for a second chance opportunity. Box will go to the side. Now a wide open net, and there it is. Portage able to find the equalizer.
Absolute veteran, like the tag says once again. The long-range accuracy here from the Portage player will equalize out this game. And I love that hot sauce that both teams, they're very willing to step up to this midcourt. They're able to get some of these longer range shots, and they're able to punish those mistakes. Now we're having a tied game.
Tie game once more. We knew it was going to be tough competition as both of these teams are currently undefeated on the season. 7 Dragon looking to make something happen in here in front of the Portage area goal. Unfortunately, can't quite get it this time. The pressure forward, a bit of a double commit here from Portage area, will be knocked to the wide wall here as Burning Beavers pressing forward. Will collect the boost as well. Bumps into this teammate, though, and unfortunately it won't spell disaster this time.
No disaster hitting just yet. 2 minutes left to go here in game number 1, and if this is how the series is going to go, I think I will accept it as a good one. Rocky Legend going for the touch there out of the air. Unable to find that second goal. And as a reminder, I mean, we could go to overtime here if the scoreline holds. Of course, both these teams have shown they could score. Both of us really, really want overtime up here in the booth.
We love overtime. 90 seconds to determine if we will get there here in game number 1. Portage area once more looking for the attack, driving down the field. Rocket looks to find the stop and does. Now off the sidewall, pressuring in, a bit of a double commit. The wide open net. 7 Dragon has to get back in time, but maybe hit the boost just a little much. The car got loose, went just past the ball, and Portage area somehow finds the back of the net.
Portage area, Anthony Mull up on the double here for the late game score. He's going to put Portage ahead. Central Cambria with that first goal from Rocky Legend still going to be trying to work their hardest to fight back into this game. Again, the game is not over until the zeros are on the clock and that ball hits the ground. So keep on fighting, keep playing your offense, and keep recording more than those 5 shots you have.
Yeah, I mean, shots in bunches only lead to goals at times. Box coming in for one there, won't quite get it, and As we remember, I think it was Rocky Legend who scored first here, had the lead 1-0 with Central, but Portage area able to battle back, and now CC looking for that equalizer. You gotta be careful going backwards. You just don't quite have the speed, and unfortunately, they can't get there in time to stop this one.
The confidence, though, the absolute confidence from Portage area. They've been stepping up to passes. They've been stepping up to the midfield, which can be dangerous. We saw before that's actually how Rocky Legend got that first goal. However, Box by Dexify going to find their first goal of the game assisted, of course, on another one. Portage now up 2-0. They've got some time left on the clock. Central Cambria, they need to try and find some goals here quickly.
Yeah, time running out. You know, I like to say the 30-second rule, but some people go by the 10-second rule here, and Rocky certainly trying to utilize that. The ball floating around midfield, though, a lot of time being eaten up in front of the net, boxed by the will get it once more. And again, that will most likely be the nail in the coffin here. Portage area looking to take game number 1 in this best of 5.
Good while doing it. Gotta say, these long-range shots are really finding their mark. The accuracy of these middle school players, absolutely top-notch. Not too much time left on this one. Box by Dexify going to take one more opportunity towards the net. Zeros on the clock, dropping to the ground, and Portage area victorious in game number 1. But how about Central Cambria opening up the game, starting off the series with a bang?
Yeah, I mean, we did talk about consistency being key, and Portage just really turning and burning after that first goal. We saw Rocky Legend come in, also having 4 shots and a save as well. So certainly putting on a great performance out there. But in the end, the pressure from Portage, they seem to be absolutely relentless on the other side of that field. They come up with game number 1, but as you know, we get a reset back to 0. The scores will reset, so they get another opportunity here in game number 2.
Nice little bit of the score reset. 5 more minutes to be put on the clock here, and another opportunity for these teams to take the win. I think it is really important for Central Cambria, just in terms of the series in general. Again, we're playing the best of 5. You really don't want to drop this second game. It puts you in a little bit more of an awkward position where you have to win 3 in a row, where if you win this next one, you have a little bit more leeway to, try and play your play style. So we'll see if they can come out again. I really think I am looking to Rocky Legend. Had such a good first game there, like you talked about, not only the shots, the saves. So we'll see if they can do it here in the game number 2.
All right, well, we are here. Game number 2. Strongman with the kickoff slightly in their favor, but Portage area able to come back and already put it down on the other side of the field. Anthony with the bicycle kick, not quite enough mustard here. Now the other direction. Rocky Legend was very dangerous at the beginning of the last game, already pressing forward toward an open net here as well.
Almost got the second touch. You saw that little bit of pressure like you were talking about early and often into this game. Rocky Legend got the shot off the post. No, the doinker throughout the arena. Man, that 4th defender of Portage ate that one up.
Yeah, and a huge double demo coming in as well to help alleviate that pressure. Not able to get that second chance opportunity there as well. And now both of these teams here fighting at midfield. Strongman, we've seen him score in the past, but it's Rocky Legend coming in again. That second chance opportunity, and it looks like Central Cambria making some solid adjustments here, bringing in Strongman as well on that Merc, and they're able to grab goal number 1 here as well. We remember, though, they did that in game number 1, so we'll see if they can hold on here in game number 2.
That lead can hold. I do gotta say, love the passing opportunity there. That was absolutely awesome from AJ Strongman to give it over to the teammate, and then Box to take Rocky Legend to take a really fantastic shot. This one bouncing dangerously once again, and the offense from Central Cambria, already 3 shots recorded, feeling very good. However, Portage is driving down the other side of the field.
Portage is driving, and they are hungry for that goal, looking for the equalizer, trying to kind of resemble maybe what happened in game number 1 as they were able to bring it back and not look back. But now in the other direction in front of their net, they kind of smell a little trouble here as Rocky tries to chip it over the head. Now in front of the net, Strongman coming in, but just a hair wide as Rocky looking for a second and third chance opportunity. Strongman showing us just how strong he is as he's throwing the competition around.
Go back and pick up some boosts, but absolutely getting in their faces, making sure they can get those bumps and demos if they can. And Rocky Legend, the accuracy connects once again.
A beautiful play. We see him just kind of chip punch this one over the defender, and unfortunately the other two defenders, it looked like one bumped into the other one. Maybe caused a little confusion there. That ball is going to sneak in, and this time in Central Cambria up by 2. About 3 minutes left on the clock here, Llama.
3 minutes to go here in game number 2. Central Cambria, a game that they need to win here in the series. They're absolutely playing their hearts out. 3 minutes left to go now. Under that time, Rocky Legend gonna pop this one in once again. Waiting for it on the goal line. Rocky Legend tries to get involved. AJ Strongman there as well. But now Burning Beavers is gonna turn it up the field.
Yeah, the man in the big van was coming in to capitalize. Unfortunately, couldn't find it there as we get close to the halfway mark here. Both of these teams fighting out around midfield box. Accidentally knocks it backwards with a pass to the goal, and Anthony will find the save. Now, counterattack coming in from box. One goalie in there standing true. That's 7, and they will find the save as well.
Good job there from 7 Dragon, able to step out, cut the angle, get the save there towards that post, and that one goalie doing them wonders here. See if that goalie can push a little bit up the field, especially if Rocky Legend can get touches like this. Water falling down dangerously. Rocky Legend gonna keep this one in by sending it towards the side wall. It looks like AJ Strongman trying to keep it in as well, has some boost to work with, contesting every which way, and Rocky Legend going forward once again.
Yeah, over the top, one defender to beat. They will find the save off the back wall. The booming clear is there, and looks like 7 Dragon playing that third man role very nicely, just looking to extend that drive and keep it alive. Rocky will find a touch as well, and well, 90 seconds here about on the clock. Portage area needs to find a goal here soon and maybe breathe a little life into game number 2.
If you find one goal, all of a sudden it's a change-up of that scoreline. You're only that one away, which you can, use the rule 0, use whatever you want to try and accomplish that position. For Central Cambria, their defense has been absolutely stellar along with their offense in this game. It's that midfield control that they've been able to hold down, not really giving Portage a ton of opportunities throughout it, and Rocky Legend has been absolutely stellar recording their 7th shots.
Oh my, make it 8 as they fire back in for the second chance opportunity. Central Cambria, after losing 4-1 in game number 1, are looking to put a statement here in game number 2 as they are now up by 3. And I believe that's Rocky with all 3, so throw the hats out on the field.
Got a hat, gotta throw it out on the field. That is the rule. Rocky Legend over 500 score as well. Absolutely playing insane here in this game number 2 for Portage. Maybe they can find one more goal here towards the late end. Maybe if they can score 1, can start to amount to 2 or 3. However, just trying to play their offense, find their groove back for this possible game number 3. For Central Cambria, keep them pushing up. Again, they've had a really good control over this bit of midfield. They've had a lot of boost to work with as well. So if they can find those passing plays and keep this going, this could be an exciting series.
An exciting series it already has, I believe, and now just getting that much more exciting as Central Cambria looks to tie this series back up. 7 Dragon dribbling around, eating time off the clock, which is exactly what you want to do in this situation. And another long booming clear helps kind of further reiterate that. Now just 10 seconds on the clock as Central Cambria will tie this series up. And what a banger of a shot from Strongman right there.
Oh, that was a quick one. Eaten up by the crossbar. This one is going to connect the other way. Boxed by Dexify. Able to take this all the way down the field. The aerial control gets the first touch, then walks in for the second. Portage will not walk away empty-handed in this series, but I don't think there's enough time to score 2 goals.
No, I don't think there's enough time to get 2 goals, but we talk about how momentum is a big thing in this game. So by potentially finding this late goal, that can kind of resonate, kind of carry over to the next game as well. And if I have a good feeling, I feel like this series is going to go back and forth quite a bit here.
To see if we can go back and forth. I'm hoping for some more games, and we've already guaranteed ourselves 4 of them here. Central Cambria, really, really good passing, really, really good on Rocky Legend to score that hat trick here in this game, but also that midfield control we were talking about so much. They weren't really giving Portage too many opportunities. It was last game where Portage outshot them. Now Central Cambria able to outshoot their opponents here.
Yeah, Rocky had 8 shots alone, but you're exactly right. We saw Portage kind of control the pace of the game, kind of dominate the field position as well, and just really maintain that ball down on the Central Cambria side. But it was almost a complete 180, a complete reverse in game number 2. And we talk about how important it is. Obviously, every student has their own play style, but you have to have the ability to adapt to your opponent's play style as well. Kind of recognize what they're doing, make those adaptations, and certainly Central Cambria did a great job at that. Looks like we have a little bit of a 2v3 at the moment. Not sure what's going on, though.
So Burning Beavers still trying to join back on in, and there you go. Get your third player right on back in, so no harm, no foul, all back towards that 3v3 for Central Cambria. This could be a big game. I mean, you started down in the series. You have that possibility to, go up here in the next one. There's that possibility here for Portage to work their way on back to try and equalize this one as well. For Burning Beavers, now they're back on in. Nice little presser out by Anthony Mall 11 to keep that save away.
Yeah, good save indeed. 30 seconds already off the clock. Both of these teams playing some exciting Rocket League here. On to game number 3. That's AJ Strongman who strongs it on in for the first goal in under a minute.
How about the Merc just driving straight on in. Got the power to put that one under the crossbar. Love to see the different card choices and the style of these middle school players. Central Cambria able to strike first here in this game. We remember back towards game number 1, though, where Portage was able to find some of those responses. So I would love to see for Central Cambria, if you could score another goal, if you could keep that lead up to give yourself just a little bit more comfortability.
Yeah, I'd like to see Portage maybe get a little more aggressive as well. They had a lot of success with those bumps, those double demos even in game number 1. So maybe kind of falling back to that a little bit. It does look like Central Cambria is kind of opting to keep Seven Dragon here back toward that goal. So if you have these long breaking drives, have somebody run into that goal or crash Seven out, you can have some easy open nets as well, some 2v3 opportunities.
Try and take Seven out of play. I will also say credit to Seven. They've been stepping out really well. Not just sitting directly in that goal, but stepping out to cut down that angle, being able to make some incredible saves, and that's what the defense is all about. Portage on a really good offensive series here, dangerously across the goal line. Rocky Legend has to carry this one out. Another shot possibility. Anthony Mall may be looking to steal away on the boost. Rocky Legend goes back for some boost of their own, but AJ Strongman driving full speed towards that net.
Yeah, the Merc will make you work, but it's Rocky crossbar down as he nearly finds another one. Still 1-0, however, 3 minutes on the clock. Portage area fighting down the field, but again, kind of fighting each other for that ball. So got to work on that team communication just a little bit as both of these cars are trading paint down on the other end. Rocky will find a demo of their own, and Llama, we're getting just a little bit closer to that halfway point.
Closer to stepping over that halfway marker here. Rocky Legend, another shot recorded. This offense going very swimmingly in this game from Central Cambria. Portage, though, putting up the iron wall, not letting any more fall after that first shot. And Portage, so many offensive opportunities of their own, trying to get that lead back again. This is game number 3. This is the game where one of these two teams will put themselves on series points.
It's so hard to be patient in a game like Rocket League, especially if you are kind of that standardized goalie. But Seven Dragon is doing an absolutely phenomenal job of being patient back there. And oh my, what a great give and go pass play here as they find another one. But Seven Dragon's doing such a great job of being patient back there. And you said it, Llama, like not just sitting in the goal, though, when he's coming out near midfield at times to keep that punch down into the other territory as well. So Seven Dragon really doing a great job on defense here.
The defense is standing tall, and the offense is working there as well. Rocky Legend going their prowess through the sky. I love to see it. The 3 shots recorded here in this game. The second goal here for Central Cambria. However, we know 2 minutes, a ton of time here in the Rocket League arena for Portage. You got time to score some goals. You've had some really good opportunities. I think just taking Seven Dragon out of the equation is the only way to score some goals here.
Yeah, just a simple bump or demo from the side just to knock them off that net spot as we see Seven here at midfield looking to help punch this one out. Not as much power as they would like, and now the counter opportunity, the booming clear. Looks like Strongman heads back to the goal as Burning looks to settle this one down. Unfortunately, we'll have a little bit of a teammate issue there, and now the ball heading in the other direction.
Back and forth. Rocky Legend sticking in that goal and looking for this long-range clear. I think the long-range clears have been good from Portage, and that is how they scored here in the first game, was with these long-range clears.
Oh,
the crossbar eats up the shot again. Oh, heartbreak. I gotta go report that fourth defender.
Yeah, I mean, just coming in with that fierceness, ready to score the goal. But when you have that much power, you have to be careful. You can get under the ball very easily, and that's what happened there. Just popped it up with a little too much power. Looking for another opportunity is box, but 7 again with another save here. As Rocky looks to carry it out across midfield, looking for the flick. 2 defenders to beat, but Portage has had enough, and they come in with a demo. Strongman will retaliate here as Boxton saved, getting shots across the board here, but now just 30 seconds on the clock, down by 2. It's a tough task.
A lot of time. Maybe if they can score on this drive. Portage has spent the last part of this game really amping up the pressure. The long-range shot from Rocky Legend, 27. Mid-range connects in the goal.
The Thug Life glasses rain down from the sky as Rocky Legends knows he is a legend, especially out here today. 3 goals to 9 and just 14 seconds on the clock. It does appear that Central Cambria will take game number 2. So after losing the first game, they'll find themselves up by 2 in the series, and we'll see if Portage area can battle back. We talked about one in that game 5, Llama. We might just get it.
I really hope so. I would be so happy if we got to start out the day with a game number 5. Either way, Central Cambria, the winners here of this game number 3. Really good to battle back in the series, I feel like, after dropping that first game, winning 2 in a row now. But I gotta say, they're at the end of the game, Portage looking like a different team. 4 shots, I believe, in the final minute 30, where they were just taking opportunity after opportunity. If they play like that for the next 5 minutes, I definitely think we're going to a game 5.
Yeah, I think we started to maybe see the beast come back alive here from Portage. But again, certainly kind of coming together near the end there, finding those good pass plays, finding those shots as well. We saw Boxed with 3 saves there in that mix as well. So maybe if they can get back to some of those play styles in game number 1, kind of spreading the field a little bit, finding those big pass plays, finding those bumps and demos, they can do all of that together in one game. They should be able to come out on top.
We'll see if they can get it done. Central Cambria looking to close up the series very, very quickly. Dropping the first one, but maybe could go 3 in a row to end it off. And you talk about that momentum that does kind of shift between the Rocket League series. If you win this 4th game with Portage, you go to the 5th game with momentum. Central Cambria, you have all of the momentum right now. You really need to capitalize on this game number 4.
Game number 4 is upon us. Central Cambria looking to close it out and head to 2-0 on the season. But we know Portage area is not done yet. They're not ready to mark 1 in that loss column, and I expect them to battle back here as well. I did see some GGs in chat, so I'm not sure if maybe they potentially thought the game was over. So we'll see if we can get them loaded back in here. Unfortunately, right now, it looks like a 3v1, and Strongman is going to sneak in an early goal here.
Sneaking in a goal. I'm not 100% sure where the Portage players did go on. It looks like possibly joining back on in. Again, it is that best of 5 here, so Portage does need to keep on playing. Still an opportunity to close things out. And Central Cambria, with that early goal, is going to be feeling really good. However, the Portage squad, right off the rip, off of that second kickoff, able to put some pressure in.
Yeah, I thought maybe Central Cambria was just going to let them have one there, kind of a gentleman's play, as they only scored versus 1 defender. But, sometimes you take what you can get, and it looks like, we do have a little bit of swaps and teams out here. We see Ben and Cheese on the field as well. So Central Cambria, giving all of their players an opportunity to get out on the pitch here today.
To see Ben and Cheese as well as Zach Allen here for the Portage squad. So some new players, some new names. We'll see what they can bring towards this game number 4 and such a pivotal point in the series. That comeback could be looming large if you do let those goals flow on through. Boxed by Dexify has been having a fantastic series, just in offensive terms in general, able to get some good touches off the backboard, able to really just pressure on towards that defense and keep the series very close. However, starting down 1, you're gonna need that offense to bring you back up to this game.
Absolutely. Got to get that offense rolling. They're certainly doing a good job of applying some pressure down here on the CC side. But now the counterattack comes in, and Zach looking to find the defensive stop off the backboard. Can't get it in time, but who else but Rocky Legend will find one more goal.
Rocky Legend being a legend with all the chaos around the front part of that goal. 2 goals here for Central Cambria to start out the game. Portage, though, we've seen them come back before. We've seen their ability to score goals in bunches, and they're looking to get aggressive, not only with these little bit of clears, but also with the midfield pressure and control. That's what they want to try and get done. Off this waterfall will be a little bit awkward for Vin and Cheese trying to bump it on towards in the net. Nice little clear down the field here for Zach. Is going to go aerial. One defender to beat, but Rocky Legend 27 sends it wide.
Yeah, Box on the back pedal has some help in the backfield from another player as well as they look to carry forward. Zach will re-up on the boost and now dribbles down into the corner. All 3 defenders are here, though. Unfortunately, as Central Cambria will find the stop, the counterattack from Rocky Legend, and Rocky just has the ability to get down the field so fast.
Seem that way. Rocky having that ability. The teamwork, making the dream work. 3rd goal here for Central Cambria, and what a good spatial recognition play from the team.
Yeah, Rocky just going up a little bit, knows he has to get over the top of the defenders, does that. 2 goals for Rocky as they look to get yet another hat trick, and with 2 minutes, 54 seconds left in this one, there's a very good chance he could do just that, but what a play from Anthony off kickoff here.
Anthony was the one to do it in game number 1 in these longer range shot angle clears. Sometimes putting the defender on the back foot, the best way to find that score. And with 3 minutes left to go, all of a sudden you're only down 2 for Portage. If you can find another, maybe off the kickoff. It does look like Central Cambria not cheating for one of those right and left boosts, making sure that the defender holding strong off of kickoff. And if you can find those longer angles, you could definitely get back in this game.
Absolutely. Now only down by 2. We've just about to hit the halfway point as well. So still plenty of time for Portage area to rein this one back. But Rocky has other plans, looking for some action in front of the net. Vin and Cheese up into the corner, looks for the pass play, will be bumped away today as Zach Allen tucks into the corner. Rocky fires yet again, and I'm breaking out the hat. Another hat trick for Rocky.
I don't have enough hats. I'm running out of them, hot sauce. Just throw them left, right, and center towards them. Rocky Legend being a legend here in the series and adding another towards the total. Just absolutely nice slice and dice there. 2 minutes left to go, re-extending the lead.
Re-extending the lead by quite a bit as well. 3 still feasible with 2 minutes left, but we're going to need to see some Portage area action here. They're good. Almost made it happen in front of the net. A nice pass play again. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite capitalize.
Capitalize off of this one. 2 minutes left to go here, possibly in the series. Again, for Central Cambria, that ability to close it on down, that ability to go 3 in a row is still there. Gotta love the clan tags as well. The Goob, nice little extra little bit of style that they're adding towards this Rocket League arena for Portage. It's still possible. Your 30-second roll hot sauce still applies.
It does still apply, but they're going to have to pick up the pace if they want to make it happen. Captain Strongman once more fires a shot. Zach will find the save and the defensive stop here. Tucked into the corner, not out of danger just yet. His box tries to alleviate the pressure. Will win the 50 as well. Now in front of the net, just a defender to beat. Can they get up in time? The shot, unfortunately, just jumps a little to the left and can't quite connect.
Quite get there. So close. Almost an opportunity. 60 seconds left to go. The Portage offense still continuing to move and still continuing to groove here. Lots of good opportunities down the field. Rocky Legend has to be the last one here to make the save. Box by Dexify. The passing play to the teammate. And Zach Allen, the connector goal.
Yeah, great job here by Portage area to not give up, to continue to press forward. And again, just be relentless, finding these opportunities, making it work, finding another goal. Now only down by 2, and they are still in this game.
Still in the game. 2 goals are going to be needed, though, for them to try and work all the way back. Be a hard task here, but we know they've got the offense. We know they have shown it here before. Box by Dexify a player that doesn't have a goal but does have some really good passing plays. Approaching half a minute on left. Dangerous in front of the net again. Rocky Legend trying to get these clears. You're seeing the Portage offense pushed all the way forward, trying to pull that keeper, trying to push everybody forward. 15 seconds up to go, and Rocky Legend still with the control.
Yeah, doing a great job of maintaining possession down here, eating up as much time off the clock as possible. Zach with a nice demo, but unfortunately time will tick away. And Portage area, after coming out and dominating game number one 4-1, will fall to Central Cambria as they take 3 in a row.
3 in a row here. What a good series from start to end. Portage was able to start us out with such a great offensive showing, a lot of good back and forth, and then Central Cambria able to just bring it back. And you talk about just the team effort. It wasn't only one player, it was multiple. It was every single player, it felt like, out on the field making a difference, making a choice to get those goals. And at the same time, I'm really excited to see where these teams go after this.
Hey, as promised, I found my Big Mac hat for Rocky, who is getting the hat tricks left and right. Hats off again to Central Cambria for not letting that first game affect him. Able to battle back here nicely as well. And we'll go 2-0 on the season. Portage will fall 1-1. But again, Portage played lights out. They had a really strong first game. They had some great moments throughout the entire series. Unfortunately, they did have a few minor mistakes. And well, Central Cambria made sure to capitalize on each and every one of those. So again, congratulations to them, to both teams really on a phenomenal series.
And you know what? It's just the start of the season, right? We're only in week number 2. Still lots of room to improve. And for Portage, if you keep playing, like you said, like you were playing in game number 1, you keep playing that lights out offense, the season is going to be lots of fun and lots of contenders down here, hot sauce in the middle school series for that championship. That's going to be the most exciting at the end of the season.
It is going to be the most exciting. I'm having a lot of fun here today. These kids are absolutely wonderful. But as always, guys, we do need to take a short break to get the next game loaded up, get the players into the lobbies. So if you want to get your snacks, your drinks, now's a great time. But don't go too far, because when we come back, we got more TEC middle school action.
We're back, still here at the TEC Middle School Series for week number 2 of our Rocket League action. 1 series out of 2 done for the day, and that first series, absolute banger. So hot sauce, we got a second one that I think is going to match the energy.
Yeah, we're going to drop down to D2, as you mentioned, California area, a name we're very familiar with. Hasn't played a game yet this season, still 0-0. And then, of course, another new school, St. Bernard Regional Catholic School, Middle School is 1-0 here on the season already. And again, another one of these new schools probably has a lot of talent as well. And it's just been so exciting to add so many more schools to the TEC High School and Middle School series. So really looking forward to game number 2 here in Division 2.
I'm excited to see this one. I think, like you said, it's not only exciting to see the schools that are new, see all this new talent, but to also see the schools that might have the high school talent, like Ixwavo and other players up on that California squad in high school, to be able to kind of help out and help coach these younger players to maybe take their position when they go and graduate off to do better things. Either way, we're still sticking with the best of 5, so it's still important to get out here early in this first game.
Yeah, it's nice too, because sometimes we see those middle schoolers even in those high school games, or in the chat, at least cheering on their fellow students and stuff, and potentially watching those videos and learning something as well. So we'll see if California can come out and show what they've learned so far, put St. Bernard to the test. Again, St. Bernard, a new school, but they are already 1-0 on the season. So looking to keep that undefeated drive alive thus far.
Hoping to stay undefeated, hoping to keep it going. And I think both these two teams, again, we mentioned it at the end of the last series, but this is only week 2. You've got a ton more of the regular season. You got a lot of build up towards this playoff. So you have so much time to just create that offense you want, create all these advancements, like you said, and reviewing the VOD footage. And maybe for Division 2, we've seen where some of these players, week 1 was their first game of Rocket League where they played.
Yeah, I mean, I think last week it was in chat, we saw that some of the students had never even played Rocket League before until this season. So it's great to see people maybe stepping out of their comfort zone, getting involved in things that they enjoy, but maybe weren't, available previously. So it's been a lot of fun, again, adding these new schools, seeing so many players show up to give it a shot. And yeah, it's just great to see.
It absolutely is. It's also, like we said, another possible great series ahead of us. I would love to see if we could go 4 or 5 games, if we could get some overtimes as well. We always love some more Rocket League up here in the booth. For either of these teams, though, the opportunity is there for them. Like we said, show yourself here in this first game, get your offense going. And honestly, I want to see if these teams are able to get some bumps and demos as well.
Yeah. You like me, we love the bumps. We love the demos. I mean, we just love explosions. They're fun to look at. So we'll see. And I feel like typically the team that is a little bit more aggressive, whether it be that fast-paced, high-flying, comboing in those demos and just being aggressive, tend to have a better outcome. That's not always true, but at least in my experience, they do tend to have a better outcome. So those are some of the things I look for, especially in games 1 and 2. Who is that more aggressive team? Who's going up into the air to attack that ball? So those are just a few things that I'll be looking for here in game number 1.
We'll see this first game. We'll see who's more aggressive, and then we'll get to see the rest of the series as well, which is even harder, I feel like. Not only playing consistent Rocket League for the first 5 minutes, but like we saw in the last series, playing consistent Rocket League for 10, 15, 20 minutes straight. It is really, really tough, and those changes in play styles definitely have to be there from game to game. So you hope those older students, you hope those coaches are as well are helping them out to make sure they make those improvements.
Absolutely. Always look to improve, You always look to get better each time you step out onto that field. So, and from what I've seen, the students certainly are continuously getting better. So, it's great to see, again, all these middle schoolers getting an opportunity now as well, as we look to get them loaded back out on the pitch. And surprisingly, California area hasn't played a game yet this year. So it'll be interesting to see, how well they perform. As you mentioned, they have a very solid high school squad. We've seen Ixwavo out on the field before, 2-time runner up as well, nearly getting the championship one year, unfortunately falling to that reverse sweep. So there's just so much talent here to be seen.
It's really exciting. And, you know, when you start this far early, you have that much more time to make those improvements. Where we see some of the high school students, they start maybe their sophomore, junior year of high school, and then they've only got 1 or 2 years. Yes, they're still fantastic players, but if you start at the middle school level, you get 4, 5, 6 years to help improve. It just not only increases your chances of, you know, playing on those higher Division 1 teams, getting those chances to play those Ixwavos, those pygmies of the top nature, learning from them, and then taking that to collegiate. We talk about the opportunities after high school. I know college is a little bit far away for some of these kids, but the scholarship opportunities with all of these programs opening up, CRL and other big things like ROCS, there's so many amazing opportunities.
Yeah, and when you start young and build that experience, it just opens up so many more opportunities, as you mentioned, from scholarships to sponsorships, and it's just a great way to even further your career in life. So there's a lot of great things that surprisingly can come from this, and esports being added to the Olympics now as well. And it just goes to show you that it's here to stay. It's going to continue to grow. And it's just a wonderful thing because it gives more people opportunities. Not everybody is as excited for traditional sports, maybe. So it gives everybody maybe a chance to get involved. It's something that they enjoy as well.
I mean, so many amazing games as well. New games coming out every single year. We got to see the finals Worlds League as well. Just every single new game, just trying to be a part of this community. And that's what it's all about as well. That you talk about not only are we going to the Olympic level, that you could earn a gold medal. We saw like TSM and Apex, they all got gold medals sitting on their nightstands as well. But also it's those other factors outside of the game. And that's what it's really all about. Gaming is fun. It's nice to have fun with your friends and everything, but that communication is a lifelong skill that me personally, studying communication in college, you really need for the rest of your life.
Yeah, winning those tournaments, winning money is cool, but imagine winning a gold medal for your country in an Olympic event. I mean, I could not fathom that. That would I just feel absolutely ecstatic. So, but again, as you know, as I go off on a tangent here, there's just so many opportunities, and it's great to see that all these students are getting involved and just going out there and having fun, enjoying themselves, which is the most important part, right? We want to have fun, we want to enjoy ourselves, and it certainly seems that the students are doing that.
Certainly seems like so. And I gotta say, I'm excited to see not only the names, but also the style of some of these players that we saw in the last game. We saw some really crazy styles, some really crazy card choices. The Merc, my personal favorite, was out there on the field. We got the big van being the big man on the field. But I'm excited to see what these players bring in this series as well.
Yeah, I love seeing the different cars, and again, the Merc is one of my favorites as well. You don't often see that, almost never, really. I feel like so. It's been fun to see him kind of mix it up a little bit. Sometimes you see the Fortnite bus, we like to call it out there, but yeah, it's been interesting to see the different play styles as well. And again, you get to watch these students kind of develop throughout the season, and it's amazing how much they grow from game to game, and then from the beginning of the season to the end as well. And they kind of grow as a team. They build that team chemistry, and it's fun to watch that progress.
We will have shown game number 1 underway between California area in the red and St. Bernard in the blue. Again, best of 5 series already starting it out with a shot off the post. St. Bernard 0-2 with the slam on home.
St. Bernard 0-2 coming out quickly here, just 11 seconds off the clock. It looked like 2 defenders kind of resting in that goal. You always want to make sure you got somebody kind of pressing up and attempting to put a stop to that ball. But again, 11 seconds isn't much time. We'll see if they can regain and bring it back.
Can be there. Nice little touch on the defense from Gusty Advice. It is going to be another opportunity here for the California area defense to try and play this midfield the best they can. St. Bernard pushing their way under. Gusty Advice with a mistouch in the air, and open net on the other way. But the defense from both these two teams showing here early.
Now we see Debbie Deb trying to press into the corner here. Gusty Advice looks to carry out. Will be bumped away from the ball as Tech goes forward to the wayside. Looks to potentially bump the goalie, but now into the net here, kind of driving all around, looking to regain. Back to the ground here as Tech will try to settle this one down. Up into the air. Again, a little bit of back and forth here early. Both these teams maybe just trying to feel each other out.
how the game is going, trying to see if they can get a goal on back. Again, we saw it in the last series that not only in the game can you find that ability to battle back the long-range shot there from St. Bernard R2, who already, by the way, has one of those goals secured for themselves, but the battle back in the series as well to be able to say that not only if we lose a game, that's okay. We can take it one game at a time and hopefully win the entire thing.
Yeah, you know, we talked about St. Bernard being a new school here. So, you know, sometimes it's tough to come into a new league, but already 1-0 on the season, already 1-0 in this series. So certainly hasn't affected them in any sort of way at the moment. Now, again, on the back pedal, having to play a little bit of defense here. As Gusty goes across midfield, finds a nice touch toward the net here, just a little wide and to the right. Will go up for the second chance opportunity, and the defense can't quite find the stop. St. Bernard up by 2.
Second goal recorded for them, and Gusty Advice showing their aerial control out here on the field. Has had some really good teamwork touches, but also now showing that they can play off of that solo bolo play as well. 3 minutes left to go, 2 minutes off the clock here for California area. The defense starting to step up towards that midfield and get confident.
Confidence is exuberating out on the field at the moment. That 2-0 lead as St. Bernard continues to press down into the corner. Won't re-up on the boost. A nice pass across midfield as Gusty, again, really displaying some great aerial control, some great mechanical ability for such a young student here as they continue to press forward. Gusty will go up and find the touch. St. Bernard comes in as well for a little bit of help, but can't quite get the touch they need, and now the ball will go back in the other direction.
The back and forth, lots of offensive opportunities flying their way from California area off the backboard there. No secondary touch available. St. Bernard, a little bit of friendly fire. Gusty Advice going to put this one far left post. The ability to make those saves out and away. California area, and Ranak has been able to make 2 of those incredible saves to make sure this game does not get out of hand. You talk about a 2-goal deficit, Hot Sauce. You score 1, all of a sudden it's a big change, but TEC 0-4-2-4-6-0 with the score.
Yeah, Tech thought you were just talking about his team, so he went ahead and scored 1 more. But now the 3-point cushion here with just 2 minutes left and still plenty of time. You just need to see a little bit more of those fundamentals coming in for California. Maybe a bump or a demo could help kind of open up some of that space for them in the backfield as well. And it just starts 1 goal at a time here with 2 minutes on the clock. Definitely plenty of time to find at least that first one.
So much time to be able to find those goals here. However, like you said, might need a little bit of that aggressive physicality to try and get it forward. St. Bernard 0-2 with a touch there that puts it right towards the post. Dangerous leaving your net empty like that. No keeper to help protect. Either way, saving it away from Gusty Advice, taking that one towards the backboard, and now the pressure on in, dropping it towards their opponents, and both teams pushing up, pushing forward, and taking their offensive opportunities by force.
Taking the opportunities by force as they continue to press forward. St. Bernard here now in the background, circling around. And might be an opportunity there for California area, but unfortunately St. Bernard hits the boost and takes it on by. Now the wide open net, unfortunately, it bounces over the head of Devi.
Over the head, can't get the bread just yet. 60 seconds left to go here in this one. St. Bernard, a goal for every single player so far. Will they keep up the pressure, or will California area be able to defend it? Gusty Advice with a banger of a shot, able to take the 4th goal.
Gusty Advice not playing nice out here as he strikes again, and just a nice finesse of a shot again over the head of the goalie here. Now up 4-0 in game number 1.
Nice little lead for themselves. Let's see what California area can do with these final 50 seconds. We'll see if they are able to try and get this pressure a little bit further forward. Like I said, maybe getting towards that physicality, that crazy GG, able to get a nice little intercept on the 50-50. Down, pushing forward here. That crazy GG almost with an opportunity on the open net. The defense, once again, California area struggling to find a way through.
Yeah, just a little bit of a struggle here in game number 1. Some minor adjustments to correct to make here as we head toward game number 2. But St. Bernard, just showing you that, yeah, they might be a new school, but they came to play. We've seen a lot of stylish plays out here, especially from Gutsy and St. Bernard, a little give and go of some back and forth. So really putting on a great show for us here.
great show they are giving us. Not much time left to go here. Bouncing on down. St. Bernard is going to be able to take this first game in style. Like we said, a goal for every single player. That's a really good way to just start off a series. Confidence for every player. You're showing that you have that well-rounded nature, and with some of those passing plays connected, seeming like the series starting to go their way.
Yeah, it's certainly all about teamwork. St. Bernard displaying that here very nicely, and as you mentioned, everybody getting a goal there. A lot of shots from the St. Bernard side. So California just needs to spend a little bit more time down on the other side of the field and just go for it, baby. You gotta take those shots, and we'll see if they can take game number 2.
Go for everything you can. Got to take every opportunity you can. Zeros on the board to start us out here in game number 2. Bernard number 2 also had a couple goals in that last one. Able to help on a couple out as well. We'll see Gusty Advice going aerial. It's going to be a secondary touch actually from TEC 04. Bernard 2 is going to go once again to try and get that touch on in. Offense just flowing their way from St. Bernard, and they're going to try and keep up this pressure.
Yeah, and it looked like they kind of had Renac just kind of stuck in the goal in game number 1. I like this decision to kind of change up the pace. They've got Renac out here throwing a wrench in the mix as well, and I like these change-ups from game number 1. We'll see if it does help them here. St. Bernard, certainly a tough team. California now looking to battle back in game number 2, but we're still all tied up with zeros.
All tied up, bouncing up the backboard, man, so close, an open net. You felt like an opportunity going once again. Gusty Advice, the double touch, and actually lays it towards the teammate. TEC 04, the player to score this one.
Yeah, just some great teamwork. I think Gusty realized there was no defender back there in time, so just doing a nice subtle play right in front of the net. Was going to get the goal, but TEC wanted to give him a little help there, so we'll take that one away. 1-0, St. Bernard back on top here in game number 2. And Gutsy already up into the air looking for that one off the ceiling. This one will waterfall down as Debbie and TEC fighting for this one here, trying to gain some ground in the other direction, but Gusty with the takeaway, the flick over one, and it will be a little wide and to the right.
Really good pressure being shown and a little bit wide on the shot. Gusty not gonna miss this one. The passing play to St. Bernard. 0-2 connects for their second goal.
This St. Bernard team is a lot of fun to watch because of this teamwork. Everybody's so selfless here. They're putting themselves in the right position to capitalize. They're making sure if there's a second chance opportunity, they're right there to strike on it. And they're really capitalizing on these shots in front of the net here. Up 2-0 in game number 2.
Gonna be almost up 3 there. Gusty Advice, their shot going off that left post. St. Bernard 0-2, able to score the third one. The rapid flurry of shots able to connect again.
Yeah, they have just been absolutely relentless down here on the California area side. And again, really showing such great mechanical and aerial control for such young students as well. So it's gonna be amazing to watch them develop throughout the season.
To be exciting. It is going to be Gusty Advice, the ability to push this one in at the end of the play. And I got to say, this is actually the first goal in the game for Gusty. Has my favorite medal in the entire game, that playmaker medal for those 3 assists. Feeling good, almost on 400 score. And California area, they put up some really good defensive stops. Just got to make sure you can't let them get that second touch after the first.
Yeah, Gutsy is just such a very good, well-rounded player. We see him getting up into the air. We see the aerial control, the mechanical ability, the beautiful pass plays, being able to shoot toward the net here, get up and go after it. Looking for the double tap is Gutsy once more, and there is a lot of skill out here on the field.
You can see it. Aerial, ground, everything. The skill is there to match each other. California area back on the offense for themselves. Nice little offensive opportunity. However, we're not going to be sitting back in that goal. 2v3 going to go the way of Gusty Advice. Back up in the air. 70 boost to work with. Trying to go for the flip reset. The style not there, but also to give you some style points.
This kid is good and fun to watch. Looking for the flip reset, and I'm telling you, that takes so much skill. They might make it look easy. I can assure you, if you're watching at home, it is not even the slightest bit easy to do. And if you're not sure what that flip reset is, when all 4 wheels touch the surface, they can jump again, much like the ball there. So to be able to do that in the air, maintain control is a huge feat on its own.
Absolutely is. I mean, we see players like Bigby, like Xvavo, the ones doing that up in the high school leagues, and to see it down here at the middle school level, absolutely insane to see. Gutsy Advice not only playing, like you said, with that aerial control, but also so well-rounded, so selfless of a player, able to make those passing plays, able to send it off to the teammates and look for those centering passing plays. I will say, though, California area has been able to slow this game down, get some good clears, and almost get some great offense on the board.
Yeah, California area has a lot of really key great moments. Unfortunately, there's just a few minor mistakes that are being thrown in there. We talked about, how in a game like Rocket League, you have to play consistently well for 5 minutes. So just some minor adjustments, and California can make those corrections. It would go a long way, but Gutsy will find the demo to keep him at bay once more. Just 1:10 on the clock, 4-0, much like game one here, but they have an opportunity maybe to find a couple more.
See a couple goals here at the end. We'd love to see some more games as well. We've seen the comeback before for California area, all about working through this next game, working through this one to maybe find a goal, a stop, a demo, or whatever. You're seeing St. Bernard do all of that, where Gusty Advice is the one that's scoring some goals, so just shooting some shots, and then getting back to make sure there is a demo there as well. Speaking of demos, Gusty Advice is giving us all the explosions out in the field.
Yeah, goal, 4 shots, 3 assists, just really, really getting involved in all the right ways here. And now back in the other direction, the counterattack. That's crazy. GG tries to get back in time. The second chance opportunity coming in for Bernard, and they'll capitalize once more now, 5-0.
I have nothing to scoreline so far, and just a nice little passing play once again right off the end. Doesn't get credited for it, but that one was a clear all the way down the field. Bernard, number 2, able to make that score happen. 30 seconds left to go. The rack up of goals here for their side has been really nice to see. And for St. Bernard, too, also has that hat trick. So feeling good, has got the 3 goals, and we'll see what they can do in the final 15 seconds.
15 seconds as Gutsy comes in for another demo. They've been absolutely relentless and really just playing all aspects of Rocket League very well at the moment, from the basic fundamentals, the rotations, the control, the demos, you name it. Playing almost perfect here is St. Bernard. And again, they'll take game number 2 as we head into game number 3, a best of 5. St. Bernard looks to close it out in sweeping fashion.
Looking to close out the series quickly. California area, we saw some really good glimpses of that offense there near towards the end of the game. St. Bernard has to be very, very careful here. Cannot get out ahead of themselves, cannot get complacent. We've seen that extra little bit of pressure applied towards their defensive side. For California area, you do have to win this game right here. Like we said, down that 0-2 right now. Gusty Advice already taking it towards the middle of the net and finding the first goal.
Yeah, I think, that confidence has just been growing and growing, snowballing like a giant avalanche that is coming at you. It's Gutsy. And they find that first goal within just 3 seconds, Llama.
Quick, very, very quick. And those planned kickoffs also really nice to see. You get that first player going forward. You get the second player to follow up with the power. And now you get to see Gutsy and Vice flying through the sky.
Gotta take one more look at it. There's Gutsy flying through the sky, leaving him high and dry as he taps it on in yet again. 2-0, and Gutsy putting on an absolute clinic out here.
Oh, it's more than a clinic. This is a whole hospital right now. This man is working up in the sky. In California area, they've got an opening of their own.
That crazy GG. Love to see it. It speaks volumes when these students always play fight tooth and nail to the end. That crazy coming out with a fierceness early to find their first goal, and now just 1 away from tying it up. We've got 3 goals, and we're not even 20 seconds into this game.
I mean, if we keep this pace up, we're in for an absolute shootout. Gusty Vice going to go for one of their own, and I like that touch from Anak, able to send that out towards the side wall. Again, not allowing those secondary touches is going to be the key to shutting down the St. Bernard defense and offense, making sure that they are put under pressure. In California area, if you can get forward, if you can get some of these touches, almost a shot there towards the goal.
Yeah, I like that minute adjustment from Renok to keep that goal. But again, we see him kind of playing that specific defensive role there. So when they're down on the offensive side of things, it's really a 3v2. So you got to maybe not be afraid or you got to be able to push out to at least halfway as that third man role. You always want to try to keep that ball down in that opposing territory as they are doing just now. Devi looking to find a goal. Gutsy will take this one away though, but plenty of time here. And I really like these adjustments from California area. They look like a whole different team here so far in game number 3.
They absolutely do. I mean, lots of changes. They're also within 1 goal, so within clutching range of this game. We just at 3 minutes 30. We talked about those really early back and forth 3-goal score. Gutsy advice, dropping this one from the skies in towards that right post. No teammate there. Luckily, Devi is going to be there to try and pop this one skyward. Give them a little bit of time to readjust those rotations, make sure they can have a player here. However, the bump's going through from Gutsy advice, the bounce off the crossbar, and Teco 4 flies in out of nowhere to secure their 3rd.
Yeah, Gutsy comes flying through the sky once more, and this one just floating in front of the net. We do see a bump come in, but Tech making sure to be there for that teammate, coming in for that second chance opportunity. And we talk about those rotations. They've been absolutely on point here for St. Bernard as they capitalize on yet another goal.
Goal for them, another opportunity for them to keep this game going and keeping it flowing. That crazy GG tries to pop it towards the low ground. Some good offense, like we said, from California area. It's a little bit awkward playing that 2v3 down the field with that goalie in the back of the net. It does mean that you have a little bit extra power. Gutsy advice though, bulldozing their way through for another goal.
Another goal coming on in, looking to be relentless yet again, and does it through the sky once more. Gutsy looking absolutely dangerous at this level.
Gutsy looking good, looking for more goals, and always looking for the teammates as well. We think back to those first 2 games, and especially in that last game, where Gutsy did have those 3 assists, was setting up the teammates, and now has the 3 goals for themselves. Such a well-rounded team, the St. Bernard team. They are going to be a tough one to beat throughout the regular season for California area. You've got 2.5 minutes. That is a ton of time left, and you just got to go back to how you played at the start of the game. So much great offense, so much pressure on the open net, and an almost touch there from Dev to score that one.
Yeah, and I love seeing Renok come out of the goal and go for that ball as well. Yeah, they might not get the touch, but that's what you need. That's what's going to make you better. You get up, you go out, you challenge for that ball, but Gutsy comes in yet again, 4 goals here in game number 3.
Absolutely crazy. Gutsy are really providing some offense, and I love how Gutsy also just orients the car. He only goes to put the touch in towards the goal, but is always looking for that bump after. He's always saying, okay, I put my shot on target. I know where the trajectory is going to go. If anybody tries to contest it, I'm going to block off the right or left side of the ball, the under, the top, wherever, to try and stop those defenders from blocking it.
Yeah, you know, and you shoot a tougher shot or a faster shot off the top of the car as opposed to the wheels. We've seen him bang in some nice shots from a distance off the top of the car. We saw him thread that last one off the wheels of the car just to finesse it in as well. So the situational awareness of Gutsy at this age is truly, truly phenomenal.
To see that situational awareness. Love to see the continuous scoring here for that crazy GG. Again, nice pops from the California area, recognizing that they cannot allow that ball to sit in that paint area. They have to make sure to get those clears out, not towards the center of the field, but towards those right or left sides where the angles are so much harder for that offense to continue the drive. I love that crazy GG up in the air, and a fantastic save at that.
Fantastic save indeed. They're going to have to put the pedal to the metal, though, if they want to bring this one back. Like we said, we've seen some really great moments from California. Unfortunately, you have to play all 5 minutes, and it's tough to do against a very talented St. Bernard team who's been absolutely relentless down here on the side of the field, both attacking the ball through the air and on the ground as they find shot after shot. And again, they just pair it so well with these demos that we're seeing as well. We talked about the bumps, the demos, the more aggressive team coming out on top more times than not. And that's kind of what we're seeing here, especially in game number 3.
That aggressive nature going to continue and flow. Gutsy advice's way. Kind of steals it away from the teammate. Want to make sure you're communicating who is taking that one. or just could have been the passing play. Either way, it is the 6th goal here for the St. Bernard squad, and the 6th for them, 5th for Gutsy Advice as well. Feeling very, very good. California area, they've got some time, and you know we always say, Hot Sauce, use the rest of the clock to keep that practice up, try new things, or just go for some goals.
Yeah, you know, maybe just step out of your comfort zone. You know, you are where you are here, so just go up, attack the ball, go through the air. I mean, they've played very well, and we've seen a lot of progress just in these 3 games. You know, unable to score in those first 2 games, they come out, they find an early goal here in game number 3. So again, making proper adjustments here. They're playing very, very well.
Well, here, 10 seconds left to go off of the post, and that well play continues from both squads. Nice defense from California area to end out this game. Some great shots and great opportunities, but St. Bernard will be the victors of this series in 3-0 fashion.
Yeah, St. Bernard able to remain undefeated, 2-0 on the season. California, just their first game though, right? Yeah, we suffer a loss, but it is game number 1 of the season for them. So really haven't had a chance to maybe build that team chemistry, to get that experience under the belt. So this first game is really going to help them do that. They can go back to that BOD review, maybe see what they could have done differently, maybe call upon that high school squad for a little bit of help or a little coaching as well. But again, hold your heads high. You made a lot of progress through those 3 games. You were able to find a goal here in game number 3. And again, you played very well.
Absolutely did. I think both of these 2 teams really have some bright futures for themselves. Like you mentioned, California showing some great things, and that improvement through the series is what we love to see. Sure, you start out the series, you had some goal scoring you, but you adapted. You sent that goalie out of the box. You sent him to go and fly towards those opponents. And for the other squad, for St. Bernard, you're showing some great offense, and I think they could really be a championship contender.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's why we want to remind everybody to follow those socials as well, whether it be the Twitter or the Instagram. Those top 5 plays are always coming out. You never know when you might see yourself on there as well. Even at the middle school level, we saw a lot of crazy plays from Gutsy today. So make sure you're following those socials as well.
Gotta follow all the socials. You can also follow Hot Sauce and I as well over on our socials if you want to check what's going on. You also gotta follow here on the Twitch stream. In case you guys aren't followed already, hit those notifications and turn those on. Of course, we got this week is done, unfortunately for us, but we got all of next week. We got week number 4 of the regular season for the high school series. We got more Rocket League of the middle school series for week number 3, and it's just gonna be exciting to see this regular season come to its middle point.
Yeah, we're always here at 2:45. As Lama mentioned, Valorant on Mondays, Rocket League on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Overwatch on Wednesdays, TEC always bringing you the exciting action. Unfortunately, that will be all for us today. We want to take a moment to thank ManCan behind the scenes, making the production look so beautiful and smooth as always. Everyone behind the scenes at TEC, and of course, all of you at home or school who might be watching, the students, the teachers, the parents, we certainly appreciate you to the maximum. We hope you all have had a wonderful time with us here at TEC. We look forward to seeing you back here on Monday at 2:45 Eastern. Everybody take care and have a wonderful weekend.